Imagine holding a single coin in your hand that could change your life forever. One tiny piece of history, minted in 1999 at the Denver Mint, overlooked by millions, yet today, it could command a jaw-dropping $981,000. Sounds like fiction? Well, it's real. And it might be sitting in a drawer, a jar, or even under your couch cushions right now. If you've ever wondered whether an everyday coin could become a fortune, this story will grip you from start to finish. The story begins like many great fortunes, hidden in plain sight. The 1999 D Washington quarter dollar, an everyday coin you might have tossed into your wallet without a second thought, carries a rare and highly coveted error. But here's the twist: not all errors are created equal. Some are minor, barely noticed, but this one is extraordinary. It's the kind of coin that collectors dream about, the kind that makes seasoned investors sit up and take notice. Now, you might be thinking, a quarter? Really? Yes, a quarter. But let's pause for a moment. Did you know that in the world of numismatics, a single misstep at the mint can transform a common coin into a treasure worth nearly $1 million? Picture that, something you might have paid 25 cents for suddenly holding a fortune that could fund a lifestyle most only dream of. And here's the kicker: the market demand is insatiable. Serious collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar for coins like this, and they are on the hunt, right now. So, what makes the 1999 D quarter error so remarkable? It's all in the minting anomaly, a subtle, yet dramatic deviation that separates the ordinary from the extraordinary. A slight misalignment, a doubling, a die error, these small imperfections are golden tickets in the coin world. And the market knows it. With each passing day, more collectors are chasing fewer coins, driving the value sky high. Imagine the fear of missing out while others secure these treasures. This isn't just about money, it's about timing, foresight, and being part of an elite group who recognized value before it became headline news. And let's be honest, how often do you get a chance to turn something as mundane as a quarter into nearly $1 million? Not often. It's rare. It's thrilling. And for those who seize the opportunity, the rewards are life-changing. The excitement of discovering such a coin, the anticipation of getting it authenticated, and finally, the exhilaration of selling it to a high-demand collector, the journey is electrifying. Here's where it all comes together. You see, coins like the 1999 D quarter error aren't just valuable because of metal or face value, they're historical artifacts, symbols of moments that the mint could never replicate. Owning one places you among the privileged few who understand its significance. And if you have one tucked away somewhere, it's more than a coin, it's a golden opportunity. But here's the reality check: the market waits for no one. Every day that passes, the number of collectors seeking this coin increases, while the supply remains minuscule. It's the perfect storm for anyone looking to sell. If you act now, you step into a world of wealth, prestige, and recognition. And yes, while some might scoff at a quarter, you know better. You know the hidden value, the untapped potential, and the thrill of holding a piece of history that could change your life. So, take a moment and look through your collections, your jars, even your spare change. That ordinary coin could be extraordinary. The question is, will you recognize it before someone else does? Will you let an opportunity like this slip through your fingers, or will you embrace it, grasp it, and turn it into nearly $1 million? The choice and the fortune is in your hands. Imagine holding a coin in your hand, so ordinary to most, yet secretly worth nearly $1 million. You might laugh and think, a quarter? Really? But this is no ordinary quarter. This is the 2021 D Mint Mark Washington quarter error, a rare gem that has the collector's world buzzing, and it could be sitting quietly in your drawer, completely unnoticed. Yes, it's a coin that can transform an ordinary day into a life-changing moment. Today, I'm going to take you on a journey into the fascinating world of rare coins, and by the end of this video, you might never look at change the same way again. Now, before we dive deeper, let me ask you this: what if that little coin you tossed in your pocket last week is actually your ticket to almost $1 million? Sounds like a Hollywood plot, right? But for collectors and savvy investors, this is very real. And here's the thing: these coins are vanishing fast. Every second you wait, someone else might be snatching up a piece of history that could have been yours. Let's step back for a moment and appreciate the incredible story behind this coin. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency for decades, but the 2021 D Mint Mark edition has a unique error that makes it stand out. The mint's production process, precise as it is, occasionally produces anomalies. And in the case of this coin, that anomaly is extraordinary, a rare mint mark error that collectors are willing to pay nearly $1 million for. Think about it, while millions of quarters circulate every year, only a handful carry this invisible signature of fortune. It's almost like the universe decided to hide a secret in plain sight, waiting for someone with the eyes to recognize it. And here's where excitement kicks in: the market for rare coins like this is not just stable, it's booming. Collectors, investors, and even celebrities are chasing these treasures. A coin like this doesn't just hold value, it commands attention, prestige, and status. Owning one is like holding a trophy of American history in your hand. Now, pause for a second. Imagine telling your friends, "I sold my quarter for nearly $1 million," and watching their jaws drop. That's not a dream, it's a reality for those who recognize the opportunity early. And here's a little humor to reset your focus: next time someone complains about finding a quarter on the sidewalk, just nod and think, you just missed your fortune. So, why am I telling you this today? Because time is everything. Coins like the 2021 D Mint Mark Washington quarter don't linger in the market. Every collector wants one, and with only a limited number in existence, the competition is fierce. This is the perfect storm of rarity, demand, and opportunity. The longer you wait, the harder it gets to secure a coin that could instantly elevate your collection and your life. And here's the most compelling part: you might already have this coin. Maybe it's sitting in a jar of loose change, or tucked away in an old wallet. Every day that coin isn't properly identified or listed is a day someone else could claim its fortune. That's why today, more than ever, is the moment to act. Experts are constantly scouting for these coins, and the market value is skyrocketing, with a single coin currently valued at $989,000. Think about that. Almost $1 million for a coin most people dismiss as spare change. So, take a closer look at your collection, your drawers, even that jar of coins on the kitchen counter. The 2021 D Mint Mark Washington quarter isn't just money, it's legacy, history, and opportunity wrapped in one small, shiny disc. This is your chance to seize what others might overlook, to secure a treasure that could change your financial story forever. Don't let the coin you already own become someone else's fortune. Imagine holding in your hand a coin so rare, so extraordinary, that its mere presence could change your financial future forever. Not just a collectible, but a potential key to unlocking hundreds of thousands of dollars. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most sought-after coin errors in modern American history, the 1998 P Mint Mark Washington quarter. Yes, you heard that right, the quarter from your pocket could be worth a staggering $953,000 in today's market. But here's the question: is your change just spare pocket money, or a treasure waiting to be discovered? Now, before you dismiss this as another crazy coin story, let me ask you, have you ever thought your everyday coins could hold secrets that collectors are willing to fight over? Picture this: someone finds one of these coins and suddenly, they're holding a piece of history that commands attention, respect, and an almost obsessive demand from collectors around the world. And here's the kicker: errors like this don't last. They disappear fast. Which means timing, and knowing what to look for, can be the difference between a simple coin in a drawer and a life-changing payday. So, what makes the 1998 P Washington quarter error so extraordinary? It's not just a mint mark, it's a deviation from perfection. These coins were produced with a small, subtle flaw that escaped the U.S. Mint's rigorous quality control, a flaw that collectors instantly recognize and covet. Imagine a perfectly ordinary quarter, until one day, someone notices a detail that makes it unique, rare, and unbelievably valuable. It's the thrill of discovery, the same thrill that drives collectors to scour thousands of coins just for a chance to find one. And here's where the excitement meets urgency. The market for this coin isn't hypothetical. It's real, it's active, and it's heated. With a current estimated value of $953,000, collectors are lining up to pay top dollar. This is not just an investment in metal, it's an investment in history, in rarity, in prestige. And think about it for a moment: in a world where millions chase fleeting opportunities, this is tangible, verifiable, and in incredibly limited supply. That's the kind of high-stakes excitement that keeps the coin world buzzing. You might be asking, could I have one in my collection? Or even, did I accidentally toss one in my jar of quarters? The truth is, these errors aren't easy to spot, but they do exist in circulation. And that possibility that your ordinary change could be extraordinary is exactly what makes this coin so captivating. Don't let the fear of missing out paralyze you. The sooner you understand the rarity and demand of this coin, the better your chance of acting before someone else scoops it up. And now, imagine this scenario: you've identified a genuine 1998p Washington quarter error. You've authenticated it, and suddenly, you're holding a coin worth nearly $1 million. The excitement, the thrill, the realization that your small discovery has monumental value, it's an adrenaline rush unlike any other. And here's the pattern-interrupting truth: most people never realize the coins they'd had all along could hold such power. It's almost humorous: thousands of quarters jingle in pockets, but only a rare few could completely change a life. Collectors are not just buying a coin, they're buying prestige, history, and exclusivity. And in this market, exclusivity is everything. Demand is skyrocketing, inventory is practically non-existent, and the next person who holds one of these coins will instantly command attention from buyers willing to pay top dollar. The key takeaway? Don't underestimate what's in your hands. Every quarter, every mint mark, every slight anomaly could be your gateway to a fortune. So, as we wrap up, remember this: the 1998p Washington quarter error isn't just a coin. It's a symbol of opportunity, of discovery, and of financial empowerment. If you own one, protect it, authenticate it, and consider the incredible value it holds. If you're searching, stay vigilant, stay informed, and understand that the next extraordinary coin could be just a pocket away. The market is alive, the demand is relentless, and your chance to be part of this rare coin phenomenon is right here, right now. Don't let it slip away. Because in the world of rare coins, fortune favors the bold and the attentive. If you want, I can also timestamp this script with visual cues, B-roll suggestions, and dramatic pauses to make it a fully production-ready 10-minute faceless YouTube video that keeps viewers glued from start to finish. This will maximize engagement and retention for your wealthy, high-value audience. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that could change your life forever. Not a stock tip, not a real estate deal, just a simple Washington quarter. But this isn't just any quarter. This is a 2021p mint mark Washington quarter dollar coin error, one of the rarest coins to surface in recent memory, and its current market value is an astounding $965,000. Yes, you heard that right, almost $1 million in the palm of your hand. Now, you might be thinking, a quarter? Are you serious? And I get it, it sounds crazy. But the world of rare coins is full of surprises, and today, we're diving into a story that could redefine your perspective on what ordinary money can become. Rare coins aren't just collectibles, they are time capsules, frozen pieces of history with immense financial potential. The 2021p mint mark Washington quarter is a modern masterpiece of rarity due to a minting error so unusual that collectors are literally fighting to get their hands on one. These coins are in extremely limited supply, and every moment that passes without you knowing about them is a missed opportunity. Imagine being at an auction, watching someone else walk away with a fortune that could have been yours. That's the kind of urgency we're talking about here. And yes, item $965,000 for a quarter feels absurd, but that's the reality when scarcity, precision, and history collide in the coin world. Let's take a closer look at what makes this 2021p mint mark quarter so extraordinary. First, the minting error. It's subtle, almost invisible to the untrained eye, but collectors with experience spot it immediately. That tiny imperfection is what elevates this coin from everyday pocket change to a coveted treasure. Picture it: while millions of quarters circulated across the country, only a handful carry this anomaly. That's a needle in a haystack level of rarity. And now, here's where it gets even more exciting. This coin isn't just valuable for collectors, it's an investment. In a world where traditional assets fluctuate wildly, rare coins like this maintain, and even increase, their worth over time. And let me throw a humorous thought your way: how often can you say your morning coffee could be worth nearly $1 million if it were printed on a 2021 quarter? Pause for effect. Exactly. Rare coins are where history, finance, and thrill collide, but here's the part that should send a chill down your spine. With demand skyrocketing, these coins aren't staying hidden for long. There are collectors, investors, and even international buyers circling every time a new one appears on the market. Hesitation could cost you dearly. Think of the regret, not just financial, but emotional, watching someone else secure a fortune that could have been yours. Fear isn't meant to paralyze you, it's meant to push you into action, and in the world of rare coins, action rewards those who are informed, decisive, and strategic. So, what does this mean for you? If you've ever stumbled across a rare coin in your collection or even found yourself curious about the hidden treasures sitting in your drawers, now is the time to act. The 2021 P Mint Mark Washington $quarter coin error isn't just a story, it's an opportunity. A single coin could hold the power to elevate your collection, your wealth, and even your legacy. And here's a thought to keep you smiling while you think: every coin starts as something ordinary until someone realizes its true worth. Could the coin in your hand be the next $1 million sensation? Only time will tell, but the first step is knowing its value and being ready to act. Collectors are watching, markets are moving, and history is being written. The 2021 P quarter isn't just rare, it's a symbol of what happens when attention, knowledge, and opportunity meet. So, the next time you hold a quarter in your hand, remember this: within that small piece of metal could lie the key to extraordinary wealth, prestige, and excitement. The 2021 P Mint Mark Washington $quarter coin error is more than a coin, it's your chance to step into a world where history and fortune collide. Don't wait. Because in the world of rare coins, the early collector catches the treasure and every second counts. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could change your life forever. Not some futuristic investment, not a lottery ticket, but a small, seemingly ordinary piece of metal. Today, we're diving into one of the most astonishing and rare coin discoveries in American history, the 1998 D Washington $quarter with a mint mark error. This isn't just a coin, it's a secret treasure that very few people even know exists, and it's quietly worth a staggering $965,000 in today's market. Yes, you heard that right, nearly $1 million resting in the palm of someone lucky or vigilant enough to notice it. Now, before you start imagining a dusty coin under your sofa cushions, let me tell you something: these coins are disappearing fast. And if you blink, you might just miss your chance to be the next person to hold one of these rare gems. Here's where it gets fascinating. The 1998 D Washington quarter with a mint mark error is not just any minting mistake. This error is incredibly rare, so rare that collectors and investors are practically scrambling over one another to find them. The D mint mark, which indicates it was struck in Denver, should be crisp, clean, and perfect. But in these error coins, something extraordinary happened. The mint mark is either doubled, misplaced, or oddly distorted. And in the world of rare coins, these small imperfections are pure gold. Literally, have you ever wondered why something as small as a coin can be worth nearly $1 million? Think of it this way: scarcity drives desire. And scarcity on this level? It's almost mythical. This coin doesn't just carry value, it carries prestige, history, and the potential to redefine your financial future. Picture a seasoned coin collector opening a dusty box in the corner of a local estate sale. Among dozens of quarters, one stands out. It gleams just a little differently. The mint mark is unusual. A shiver of excitement runs down their spine. This is not just a coin, it's a revelation. And in the world of numismatics, revelation equals money. Real money. And now, let's pause for a moment, because I know what you're thinking. Could this really happen to me? Absolutely. Every day, ordinary Americans are discovering coins like this tucked away in jars, drawers, and even piggy banks. But here's the catch: if you're not looking closely, if you dismiss the odd, the unusual, the funny-looking coin, you could walk right past a life-changing discovery. And here's a little pattern interrupt to reset your focus. Imagine someone finding this coin and thinking it was just another quarter for the vending machine. Can you picture the shock when they realize they've been holding nearly $1 million in their pocket all this time? It's almost comical, until you realize this could be you. The 1998 D Washington quarter error doesn't just exist in isolation. It's part of a much larger story about how America mints its coins, how human error creates incredible opportunity, and how collectors and investors recognize value before the rest of the world catches on. These coins are now highly sought after in auctions, by private collectors, and by investors who understand that a true rare coin isn't just a piece of history, it's a financial asset that appreciates with every passing year. Think about it: a coin that most people dismiss as common can now command nearly $1 million in today's market. The fear of missing out, FOMO, is real, and in the world of rare coins, it's a very profitable fear. So, what does this mean for you, the careful, savvy collector, or the everyday American who just might have a hidden treasure in their home? It means action. Knowledge without action is just curiosity, and curiosity doesn't pay bills. Every day you wait, more of these rare 1998 error quarters vanish into private collections, away from the public eye. But here's the exciting truth: opportunity is everywhere. Your jar of coins, your old collection, even coins passed down through generations, could hold the key to wealth you never imagined. And the 1998 Washington quarter with its rare mint mark error is a shining example of how vigilance, knowledge, and timing can intersect to create life-changing fortune. Let this be your wake-up call. Start examining your coins, start learning, and start acting. Because one day, someone will sell this coin for close to $1 million, and you could be that person holding the key. Remember, in the world of rare coins, those who recognize value first are the ones who benefit the most. And in this market, demand is soaring, scarcity is extreme, and the rewards are extraordinary. The 1998 Washington quarter isn't just a coin, it's a symbol of possibility, of opportunity, and of a fortune waiting to be claimed by the observant, the patient, and the daring. If you've ever dreamed of holding something truly priceless in your hands, something that could redefine your financial story, this is your moment. Rare coins like this don't wait. They reward action. They reward insight. They reward those who see the extraordinary in the ordinary. So ask yourself, could the next treasure be hiding in your collection? Could it be quietly waiting for you, just like it waited for countless others? The answer might just surprise you and change everything. Imagine holding a piece of American history right in the palm of your hand, something so rare that collectors around the world would stop at nothing to add it to their vaults. Today, we're diving into the astonishing world of the 1965 Washington quarter with no mint mark, an elusive coin that could transform a simple collection into a treasure trove worth nearly $948,000. Yes, you heard that right, almost $1 million for a single quarter. But here's the catch: not every 1965 quarter qualifies. This is not just a coin, it's a gateway into a world of wealth and prestige that most can only dream of. Pause for a second. When was the last time a quarter made your heart race? Most people never even imagine a coin could be worth more than a few dollars, yet here lies one that commands attention, respect, and a staggering price tag. And the best part? It might be sitting quietly in a drawer, forgotten for decades, waiting for someone like you to recognize its true value. But, beware, miss this opportunity, and it could be gone before you even realize it exists. Let's take a step back to 1965, a pivotal year in American history. The United States was in transition, and coin production had just changed dramatically due to the silver shortage. Most quarters from that year were clad in a mixture that made them common and almost disposable in everyday life. But a select few were minted without the Denver D or Philadelphia P marks, making them extraordinary rarities. Imagine being the one who discovers such a coin that carries not just monetary value but a story, a history that no one else holds. And now, here's a question that might make you chuckle or maybe make your stomach flip. What if your morning coffee change included a $948,000 coin and you didn't even know it? The truth is, these coins are in high demand, circulating silently, waiting to be discovered by someone with the vision to recognize their worth. Every dealer, collector, and auction house is on the lookout. If you have one, or think you might, the stakes are real. This isn't a theoretical fantasy, this is high-stakes treasure hunting in the 21st century. Collectors often describe the moment of discovery as pure exhilaration. Your pulse quickens, your mind races, and suddenly, that dusty old coin is no longer just metal, it's your ticket to a life most can only dream of. And in today's market, it's not just rare, it's highly sought after. Those who know, know. And those who act fast can change their financial future in ways that seem almost cinematic. Here's where the story gets real. The market for a 1965 no-mint mark Washington quarter is exploding. Auctions are seeing bids that climb faster than most of us can imagine, and private collectors are paying handsomely for a chance to own history. Imagine a room full of experts, all competing for a coin that you hold in your hand. This isn't just selling, it's winning the ultimate collector's prize. If you've ever thought about selling old coins, this is the moment to act. Every day, these coins are moving from one collection to another, disappearing into vaults where only the elite will ever glimpse them. Fear of missing out isn't just a feeling, it's a reality in the world of rare coins. And while some might hesitate, the wise know, fortune favors those who recognize value and seize opportunity. So, take a deep breath and look at your collection with fresh eyes. That humble quarter might be more than change, it might be your key to unimaginable wealth. Remember, the 1965 no-mint Mark Washington quarter isn't just a coin, it's history, rarity, and opportunity wrapped into a single, gleaming piece of metal. And right now, the world is watching, ready to pay handsomely for anyone brave enough to step into the spotlight. Time isn't waiting, the collectors aren't waiting, and the opportunity certainly won't wait for long. If you have this coin, treat it like the treasure it is. And if you don't, perhaps the thrill of hunting for history is calling your name. Because in the world of rare coins, moments like this, moments of discovery, excitement, and life-changing potential, don't come around often. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that could instantly transform your financial future. Not a lottery ticket, not a stock tip, but a coin minted over 40 years ago. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 1983 P. Washington $quarter coin error, a coin so rare and highly sought after that its current market value can reach an astonishing $976,000. Yes, you heard that right, nearly $1 million resting in the palm of someone who recognized its worth. But here's the twist, most people have tossed these coins, unaware of the treasure they held. Are you among them? Or could this video spark a discovery that changes everything for you? Before we move forward, ask yourself, how many ordinary coins do you have in your collection that could secretly be extraordinary? If the answer is a few, then stay with me, because what you're about to learn could turn curiosity into fortune. The 1983 P. Washington quarter is no ordinary coin. Minted in Philadelphia, it carries a subtle yet crucial error that separates it from the millions of quarters produced that year. This isn't just a tiny scratch or a misaligned print, this is a highly prized minting anomaly that collectors around the world are desperate to get their hands on. In fact, its rarity and demand have skyrocketed, turning it into a collector's gem worth nearly $1 million. And now, you might be wondering, how could a simple quarter be worth that much? Well, here's the fascinating part. It's all about the error, the scarcity, and the story behind it. Each coin tells a story of the minting process, the hands it passed through, and the collectors who recognized its value long before the world caught on. And here's a question to shake things up: how many ordinary objects in your life could secretly hold extraordinary value? A dusty coin on your dresser might just be a ticket to financial freedom. Let's pause for a moment. Imagine explaining to your friends that a coin you found in a jar is worth more than their cars. That's the reality of this 1983 P. Washington quarter error. And here's the kicker, unlike the stock market, it doesn't fluctuate wildly with headlines or politics. Its value is driven purely by rarity, demand, and collector obsession. Which means, for those who hold it, the timing could not be more critical. So, what does this mean for you right now? Every coin that surfaces on the market is snapped up almost immediately. Sellers often receive multiple offers, sometimes in the six-figure range or beyond, from private collectors, rare coin dealers, and investors who understand the value of securing something truly unique. Missing out is not just disappointing, it's the difference between a life-changing windfall and a forgotten opportunity. Here's the ultimate takeaway: the 1983 P. Washington quarter error isn't just a coin. It's a symbol of insight, patience, and the power of recognizing value before the rest of the world catches on. If you have one in your possession, or even suspect you might, act. Have it authenticated, appraised, and positioned in the right market. Hesitation here isn't just costly, it could be life-altering. And if you don't yet own one? This story is a reminder: treasures often hide in plain sight. Look at your collections, your drawers, even your pocket change with a fresh perspective. Because history shows us that fortune favors the observant, the patient, and the bold. After all, who would have thought that a simple quarter minted in 1983 in Philadelphia could now command nearly $1 million? So the question remains, are you ready to uncover the hidden wealth in your hands? Or will you watch someone else claim it while you wonder, what if? Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could instantly transform your life. Not some maybe someday fantasy, but a tangible, real piece of history sitting quietly in your pocket or tucked away in a drawer. Today, we're talking about a rare gem of American coinage, the 1986 P. Mint Mark Washington $quarter with a stunning error that makes collectors and billionaires alike sit up and take notice. You might be thinking, it's just a quarter, right? Well, what if I told you that this very coin has a current market value of nearly $977,000? Yes, you heard that correctly. One coin, less than the size of your thumb, with the power to alter financial destinies. But before we dive in, let me ask you something. When was the last time you found something in your home that could be worth more than your car, your savings account, or even a vacation home? That's exactly the kind of opportunity hidden in plain sight. To understand why this 1986 P Washington quarter error is so coveted, you have to understand a little about coin collecting and the thrill of spotting something the rest of the world simply overlooks. Every year, millions of quarters are minted, distributed, and forgotten. But errors? They're the unicorns of the coin world. And this specific minting mistake from 1986, the P mint mark, has collectors clamoring because it's extremely rare, almost mythical in its scarcity. Now, let me take you on a little journey. Picture a quiet Saturday afternoon, a stack of coins on your table, and suddenly you spot it. That unmistakable anomaly in the mint mark. A rush of adrenaline. Your heart races. That's not just excitement, that's the sound of opportunity knocking. The kind of opportunity that can't be replicated, and here's the kicker: every time one of these coins surfaces on the market, the frenzy is real. Collectors call it the gold rush effect of the coin world. People are ready to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to own a piece of history that very few will ever see. Imagine being the person holding the coin that everyone wants, the center of attention, with a fortune literally at your fingertips. Now, I know what you're thinking: surely, this is just hype? Let me reset that thought for you. The last verified sale of this coin didn't just make headlines, it reshaped collectors' expectations of value. And here's a humorous thought: if you find one of these coins in your couch cushions, congratulations, you may have just outsmarted the U.S. Mint. So what does this mean for you, the viewer? If you own an old coin collection, a box of loose change, or inherited coins from family members, now is the moment to act. Every day that passes, more people are discovering the incredible value hidden in their collections. The 1986 P Mint Mark Washington quarter isn't just rare, it's in high demand, and collectors are competing fiercely to get their hands on it. Think about it. What would it feel like to have one of these coins in your possession? To know that you hold a piece of history that commands respect, attention, and yes, even a fortune? The truth is, opportunities like this don't come twice. The clock is ticking, and every quarter in circulation could potentially hide the next big fortune. So here's the call to action: examine your collection, consult experts, and explore the market. Because while most quarters are just quarters, this coin, this remarkable 1986 P error, represents possibility, wealth, and prestige in a way few things can. Don't let it slip away. Whether it changes your life financially or simply becomes the crown jewel of your collection, the choice is yours, but the time to act is now. Remember, history rewards those who notice the extraordinary in the ordinary. That quarter sitting quietly in a drawer could be your gateway to a story worth telling, a legacy worth leaving, and a fortune worth claiming. Imagine holding a single coin in your hand, a coin minted over 3 decades ago, seemingly ordinary, yet quietly harboring the potential to transform your financial reality. That coin is the 1988 D Washington quarter dollar error, a rarity that whispers tales of history, craftsmanship, and fortune. Most people glance at their spare change without a second thought, but for those who truly see, for those who recognize the hidden value beneath the surface, this coin is nothing short of extraordinary. With a current market value soaring at $964,000, it's not just a collectible, it's a golden ticket to opportunity, a symbol of vision and patience rewarded beyond imagination. Now, I know what you're thinking: a quarter? Really? And yes, I can almost hear someone laughing. I spend more than that on my morning coffee. But therein lies the secret: while the world chases fleeting pleasures, the discerning few sees timeless value. This is not just about money, it's about awakening to the reality that wealth often hides in plain sight. And if you're watching this, you're already one step ahead of millions who'll never recognize the treasure in their own hands. Let's take a closer look at what makes the 1988 D Washington quarter dollar error so exceptional. Unlike standard quarters, this coin carries an imperfection, a minting anomaly, that transforms it from ordinary to legendary. Errors in coin production are rare, and when they occur in a coin as widely circulated as the 1988 quarter, the result is a scarcity that collectors crave, a demand that drives prices into the stratosphere. The thrill here is palpable. The knowledge that a coin lying unnoticed in a drawer could be worth almost $1 million today is enough to quicken anyone's pulse. Picture this: decades ago, someone casually dropped this quarter into a piggy bank or left it in a loose change jar. They never imagined it would someday command nearly $1 million in the collector's market. Now, imagine being the person who recognizes its true value. That feeling, the mix of excitement, anticipation, and yes, even urgency, is addictive. And here's the twist: unlike stocks, bonds, or trendy investments, rare coins like this do not vanish overnight, but they can disappear into private collections faster than you can say jackpot. So, the question is, are you content watching from the sidelines, or are you ready to claim what could rightfully be yours? Oh, and before you drift off imagining dusty coin jars, let's reset for a moment. Imagine finding a coin that makes you question every other penny you've ever spent. Now, chuckle at the thought: all those quarters tossed in laundry machines, car cup holders, or couch cushions, one of them could have been this very treasure. Funny, isn't it? The mundane hiding a miracle, and now, here's the reality every potential collector must face: the 1988 D Washington quarter error is in high demand, and its market value is climbing steadily. Serious collectors, investors, and wealth enthusiasts are circling these coins like hawks, and competition is fierce. This isn't hype, this is history, rarity, and human desire converging in one tiny metal disc. Each coin that surfaces is an event, a story, a chance for someone like you to secure a piece of legacy. But here's the most crucial part: recognizing the value is only half the battle. Acting decisively is what separates those who merely dream from those who achieve. If you own a 1988 D Washington quarter, or even a coin from that era that could hide an error, now is the time to take action. Every moment you hesitate, someone else could be reaching for that same treasure, someone ready to claim the fortune that could have been yours. Wealth, as they say, favors the bold. And in this world of rare coins, boldness pays exponentially. So, as you finish watching this video, take a moment to look at the coins around you, the change in your wallet, the forgotten mints in drawers. Among them may lie a quiet fortune, waiting for someone with vision, courage, and decisiveness. The 1988 D Washington quarter dollar error is more than a coin, it's a reminder that opportunity often comes in the smallest, most unsuspecting forms. Don't let it slip away. Because the next millionaire could be holding the exact coin you're about to overlook. Imagine holding a coin in your hand, something that most people consider ordinary, yet it could be the key to unlocking nearly $1 million. Yes, a single coin. Now, I want you to picture this: the year is 1995, a Washington quarter, minted in Denver. To the untrained eye, it looks like any other quarter, probably rolling around in your couch cushions right now. But here's the twist: it's not just a quarter. This is a rare coin error, an anomaly that collectors would fight tooth and nail to own. And if you're thinking, well, surely this is just hype, let me assure you, this coin has a current market value of $976,000. That's not a typo. Nearly $1 million for a single 25-cent piece. Now, here's where it gets interesting. You might be thinking, a coin? Really? And that's exactly why you need to pay attention. This isn't about luck, it's about knowledge. One small detail, the mint mark, the year, and the error, can turn something ordinary into a treasure that commands extraordinary attention. Let's rewind for a moment and understand why this coin is so coveted. The 1995 D Washington quarter is notorious for a particular minting error. These errors are incredibly rare, sometimes discovered decades after they leave the mint. Collectors and investors alike are constantly scanning auctions, coin shows, and private collections, hunting for this exact coin. There's a sense of urgency here, because once a coin like this surfaces, it rarely stays on the market for long. Here's a little secret collectors don't always share: coin errors like this are not just mistakes, they're history. They tell a story of an era, of human imperfection, and of meticulous minting processes that accidentally created something priceless. Imagine a coin sitting quietly in someone's collection for nearly 30 years, only to be discovered as a near $1 million treasure. You see, it's not just about the money, it's about being part of a rare story, owning a piece of history that no one else can replicate. And now, let's inject a little humor to keep you awake, because who knew that a coin smaller than your thumb could cause billion-dollar level excitement? You might be thinking, should I start checking my couch cushions right now? Well, maybe you should. After all, someone's lost fortune could be sitting in your laundry basket, quietly jingling away. And now, let's talk about the stakes. This coin isn't just valuable, it's in extremely high demand. Serious collectors and investors are actively seeking it, meaning that if you have one, or even suspect you do, you are holding leverage that most people can only dream of. Think about it: a single piece of metal that could transform your financial outlook. The market doesn't wait, and neither should you. Here's the truth: in the world of rare coins, hesitation can be costly. Those who recognize the value early are the ones who reap the rewards. The 1995 D Washington quarter error is not just a coin, it's a ticket to an exclusive world where history, wealth, and prestige converge. If you're holding it, you're sitting on a hidden fortune that the market is clamoring for. And if you're still unsure, just imagine the feeling of discovering that your ordinary coin collection could actually be a goldmine. That thrill, that fear of missing out, and that excitement, it's all real, and it's waiting for you. So, what's the takeaway? Knowledge and action are everything. A 1995 D Washington quarter error isn't just another coin, it's a symbol of rare opportunity. It's proof that extraordinary value often hides in plain sight, waiting for someone discerning enough to recognize it. And here's the thing: these opportunities don't knock twice. The collectors are watching, the auctions are waiting, and the clock is ticking now. Take a deep breath and imagine holding that coin, knowing that you've unlocked something others only dream of. That feeling of control, of discovery, of potential wealth, that's what being part of the rare coin world feels like. And remember, every great fortune starts with a single step: noticing what others overlook. Today, that step could start with a quarter in your pocket. This script is structured to run around 10 minutes when narrated slowly, with pauses for emphasis, visual overlays, and coin close-ups. It blends fear, excitement, and urgency with authority and inspiration while keeping the audience engaged with pattern interrupts like humor and rhetorical questions. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could change your life overnight. Not just any coin, but a rare treasure hiding in plain sight, a coin that collectors across the United States are hunting with almost frantic urgency. Today, we dive into one of the most remarkable rarities of modern coinage, the 1997 P Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar, a coin error so exceptional that its current market value has soared to an astonishing $954,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, nearly $1 million for a single quarter. Now, before you dismiss this as another collector's tale, consider this: every year, thousands of coins are minted, but only a tiny fraction of them carry the kind of anomalies that transform a simple piece of metal into a fortune. Could the next life-changing coin be sitting quietly in your own collection or wallet right now? Let's take a closer look at what makes this 1997 P quarter so extraordinary. At first glance, it seems just like any other Washington quarter. But for those trained eyes, or even for the careful amateur, there's a subtle imperfection, a minting error that defies the ordinary. Experts describe it as a rare misalignment, a double strike, or a striking anomaly that should have been impossible. And yet, here it is, a coin that escaped the mint's scrutiny and entered circulation, waiting decades for someone to recognize its immense value. Isn't it fascinating how something so small and seemingly insignificant can carry such enormous potential? Pause for effect, and now, I have to ask, how many quarters have you casually tossed aside or pocketed, never thinking twice? Could one of those be a hidden fortune? Humor me for a second. Imagine telling a friend that your pocket change is worth nearly $1 million. They'd probably laugh, right? But this isn't a joke. The thrill of discovering this coin is a roller coaster of fear and excitement: fear that you might miss it, and excitement that you could be holding a true American treasure. Experts and collectors alike are clamoring for these coins. The competition is fierce, and the market is more demanding than ever. Sellers are commanding six-figure offers, and buyers are ready to pay a premium without hesitation. Now, here's where the story comes full circle. This isn't just about the coin, it's about opportunity. Opportunity recognizes no age, no location, no circumstance. Whether you've been collecting for decades or you're just beginning, the 1997 P Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar is a clarion call to action. The rarity of this coin makes it highly coveted, and with demand skyrocketing, the window to capitalize on such a treasure will not remain open for long. Imagine transforming a casual hobby into a monumental windfall, simply by recognizing the extraordinary within the ordinary. And here's a final thought: while others sleep on these opportunities, the most successful collectors are always alert, always curious, and always ready to seize the moment. Every quarter, every coin, could tell a story, and some of those stories could be worth nearly $1 million. So, the question isn't whether you should sell, buy, or hold. The question is whether you will recognize the treasure when it's in front of you. Because one thing is certain, the 1997 P Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar error is not just a coin. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, a symbol of what can happen when luck, knowledge, and timing converge perfectly. Don't let it slip through your fingers. Your fortune could be waiting in the palm of your hand. If you want, I can also create a version timed perfectly for a 10-minute faceless narration, with pauses, pattern interrupts, and visual cues that maximize viewer retention. It would include natural hooks throughout to keep the audience glued for the full duration.